The Palayaka system was put in place by Tamil Nadu by Vishwanatha Nayaka when he became the Nayak ruler of Madurai in 1529 with the support of his minister Hariyanatha. Traditionally, there were supposed to be 72 Palayakars. The Palayakars were free to collect revenue. They were police duties were known as Padikaval, Arasakaval. Um, Palayakars made the system to last for about 200 years from the Nayaks of Madurai until the takeover of territories by British. Among 72 Palayakars created by Nayak raiders, there were two blocks, Eastern and Western Palayans. Eastern Palayans were Satur, Nagalapuram, Ettayapuram, Panchalam, Kuruchi. Western Palayans were Utumalai, Talavankotai, Naduva Kuruchi, Singampatti, Saidur. Revolt of Pulitevar. In March 1755, Mahfuz Khan, brother of Nawab of Arcot, was sent with a contingent of the army under Colonel Heron to Tirunelveli. Madurai easily fell into their hands. Thereafter, Colonel Heron was urged to deal with Pulitevar as he continued to defy the authority of the company. Pulitevar wielded much influence over the western Palayakas. For want of cannon and of supplies and pay to soldiers, Colonel Heron abandoned the plan and retired to Madurai. Heron was recalled as dismissed for service. Three Pathan officers, Nawab Chanda Sahib's agent named Miana Mudi Mia and Nabi Khan Qatar commanded the Madurai and Tirunelveli regions. They supported the Tamil Palayakars against the Arcot Nawab Muhammad Ali. Pulidevar had established close relationship with them. Pulidevar also formed a confederacy of Palayakars to fight against the British. With the exception of Palayakars of Sivagiri, all other Maravar Palayams supported him. Ettayapuram and Panchalakurisi also did not join this confederacy. Further, the English succeeded in getting the support of the Rajas of Ramanathapuram and Pudukkottai. Pulidevar tried to get the support of Hyder Ali of Mysore and French. Hyder Ali could not help Pulidevar as they were already docked in serious conflict with Marathas. Kalakad battle, the Nawab sent an additional contingent of supplies to Mahfuz Khan to Tirunelveli and the reinforced army proceeded to Tirunelveli. Besides the 1,000 sepoys of the company, Mahfuz Khan received 600 more sent by the Nawab. He also had the support of cavalry and foot soldiers from the Carnatic. Before Mahfuz Khan could station his troops near Kalakadu, 2,000 soldiers from Travancore joined the forces of Pulithevar in the Battle of Kalakadu. Mahfuz Khan troops were routed. The organized resistance of the Palayakars under Pulithevar gave an opportunity to English to interfere directly in the affairs of Tirunelveli. Aided by the Raja of Travancore from 1756 to 63, the Palayakars of Tirunelveli, led by Pulithevar, were in a constant state of rebellion against Nawab's authority. Yusuf Khan, also known as Khan Sahib, before his conversion to Islam, Marunayagam, who had been sent by the company, was not prepared to attack Pulithevar until the guns and ammunition from Tiruchirappalli arrived. As the English were at war with the French as well as with Hyder Ali and the Marathas, the artillery arrived only in September 1760. Yusuf Khan began to batter the Narkatam Seval fort and this attack continued for about 2 months. On 16 May 1761, Pulidevar's three major forts, Narkatam Seval, Vasudevan Nallur and Panayur, came under the control of Yusuf Khan. In the meantime, after taking Puducherry, the English had eliminated the French from the picture. As a result of this, unity of Palayakars began to break up as French support was not forthcoming. Travancore, Saidur, Udumalai and Surandai switched their loyalty to the opposite camp. Yusuf Khan, who was negotiating with the Palayakars without informing the company's administration, was charged with treachery and hanged in 1764. After the death of Khan Sahib, Pulidevar returned from exile and recaptured Narkatam Seval in 1764. However, he was defeated by Captain Campbell in 1767. Pulidevar escaped and died in exile. Born Born in 1730 to the Raja Sellamuthu Sethupathi of Ramanathapuram, Velunachiyar was the only daughter of this royal family. The king had no male heir. The royal family brought up the Princess Velunachiyar, training in her in martial arts like Valari, stick to fighting and to wield weapons. She was also adept in horse riding and archery. Apart from her proficiency in English, French, and Urdu, at the age of 16, she married to Muthu Vadugar of Raja of Sivagangai and had a daughter by the name Velu Nachiyar. In 1772, the Arcot Nawab of Arcot and the company's troops under the Lieutenant Colonel Bonjour stormed the Kalayarkowil place, insulting the Muthu Vaduganar. In the battle, Muthu Vadugar was killed. Velu Nachiyar escaped with her daughter Vellachi Nachiyar. Vellachi Nachiyar and lived under the protection of Gopala Nayak at Virupachi near Dindigul for 8 years. Velu Nachiyar organized an army in the period of hiding and succeeded in securing an alliance not only with Gopala Nayakar of Virupachi, Dindigul, but Hyder Ali as well. Elunachiri employed agents for gathering intelligence to find the British army. The military assistance from Gopala Nayak and Hyder Ali, she captured Sivagangani with the help of them. She was crowned queen, and with the help of Marudu brothers, she was the first female ruler for queen to resist the British colonial power in India. Veerapandiya Kattabomman became the Palayakar of Panchalam Guruji at the age of 30 on the death of his father Jagajiva Veerapandiya Kattabomman. Company's administrators James London and Colin Jackson had considered him a man of peaceful disposition. However, soon several events led to conflicts between Veerapandiya Kattabomman and the East India Company. The Nawab, under the provisions of treaty signed in 1781, had assigned the revenue of Carnatic to the company to be entirely under the management and control during the war with Mysore Sultan. One-sixth of the revenue was to be allowed to meet the expenses of Nawab and his family. The company thus gained the right to collect taxes from Panchalam Guruji. The company appointed its collectors to collect taxes from all palayams. The collectors humiliated the palayakars and adopted force to collect the taxes. This was a bone of contention between the English and the Kattabomman. The land area from Kattabomman was 3310 pagodas. In 1798, Collector Jackson, an arrogant English officer, wanted to send an army to collect the revenue dues, but the Madras government did not give him permission. On 18 of August 1798, he ordered Kattabomman to meet him in Ramanathapuram. But Kattabomman's attempts to meet him between proved futile, as Jackson refused to give him audience in Kuttalam and Sri Vilithabuttu. At last, an interview was granted on September 1978. September 19th, he said that Kattabomman was to stand for 3 hours before the haughty collector. Sensing danger, Kattabomman tried to escape along with his ministers Subramaniam Umathurai, and suddenly entered the fort with his men and helped the escape of Kattabomman. At the gate of the Ramanathapuram fort, there was a clash in which some people, including Lieutenant Clark, was killed. Subramaniar was taken prisoner. On his return to Panchalam Guruji, Kattabomman presented to the Madras Council about how he was ill-treated by the collector Jackson. The council asked Kattabomman to appear before a committee. William Brown, William Moran, and John Casa Major as members. Meanwhile, Governor Edward Clive ordered the release of Subramaniam and suspension of collector Jackson. Kattabomman appeared before the committee on 15 December 1798 and reported what transpired in Ramanathapuram. The committee found Kattabomman not guilty. Johnson was dismissed for service, and new collector S.R. Lushington appointed. Kattabomman cleared almost all the revenue arrears, leaving only a balance of 1080 pakodas. In the meantime, Marudu Pandya of Sivagangai formed the South Indian Confederacy of rebels against the British. With neighboring Palayakars like Gopala Nayak of Dindukal and Yadul Nayak of Anamalai. Marudu Pandya acted as its leader. The Trichy proclamation has been made. Kattavaman was interested in this confederacy. Less collective Washington prevented Kattavaman from meeting the Marudu brothers, but Marudu brothers and Kattavaman jointly decided on a confrontation with the English. Kattavaman tried to influence Sivagiri Palayakars, who refused to join. Kattavaman advanced towards Sivagiri, but the Palayakars of the Sivagiri was a tributary to the company, so the company considered the expedition of Kattavaman as a challenge to the authority. The company ordered the army to march on to Tirunelveli. In 1799, Lord Wellesley issued orders from Madras to advance the forces from Tiruchirappalli, Tanjavur and Madurai to Tirunelveli. Major Bannerman commanded the Travancore troops to join the British in 1st September 1799. An ultimatum was served on Kattavaman to surrender. Bannerman moved his entire army to Panchalam, Kurichi on 5th September. They cut off all communications to the fort. Bannerman deputed Ramalingar to convey a message asking Kattavaman to Ramalinganar to convey a message to Kattavaman, which Kattavaman refused. Ramalinganar gathered all the secrets of the fort and the basis of his report. Bannerman decided the strategy of the operation in a clash at Kolarpatti. Siva Subramanian was taken as prisoner. Kattavaman escaped to Pudukottai. The British put a price on his head, betrayed by the Rajas of Ettayapuram and Pudukottai. Kattavaman was finally captured. Siva Subramaniam was executed was on 13th September. Bannerman made a vacative trial for Kattavaman in front of the Palayakars on 16th October. During the trial, Kattavaman bravely admitted all the charges leveled against him. Kattavaman was hanged from a tamarind one in the old fort of Kayathar, close to Tirunelveli, in front of the fellow Palayakars. Thus ended the life of the celebrated Palayakars of Panchala Kurichi. Manifold ballads on Kattavaman helped to keep his memory alive among the people. Periya Marudu, Vella Marudu and his brother Chinna Marudu, 1753 to 1801, were able generals of Muthu Adigar of Sivagangai. After Muthu Adigar's death in the Kalar Koil, Kattal brothers assisted restoring the stone to Velanachiyar in the last years of the 18th century. Marudu brothers organized resistance against the British. After the death of Kattavaman, they worked along with his brother Gumature. They plundered the granaries of the Nawab and caused damage and destruction to company's troops. Despite the suppression of Kattavaman's revolt in 1799, rebellion broke out again in 1900. In the British records, it is referred to as the Second Palayakar War. It was directed by a confederacy consisting of Marudu Pandian of Sivagangai, Gopala Nayak of Dindigul, Kerala Varma of Malabar, Krishnappa Nayak and Dundaji of Mysore. In April 1800, they met at Virupachi and decided to organize an uprising against the company. The uprising, which broke out in Coimbatore in June 1900, soon spread to Ramanathapuram and Madurai. The company got wind of it and declared war on Krishnappa Nayak of Mysore, Kerala Varma of Malabar and others. The Palayakars of Coimbatore, Satyamangalam and Tarapuram were caught and hanged. In February 1801, the two brothers of Kattavaman, Umathurai and Savataya, escaped from the Palayam Kottai prisoner to Kamudi, from where Chinna Marudu took them to Siruvayal, his capital. The fort at Panchalai Kurichi was constructed in a record time. The British troops under Colin Macaulay retook the fort in April, and Marudu brothers fought shelter in Sivagangai. The English demanded the Marudu Pandyas hand over the fugitives Umathurai and Savataya, but they refused. Colonel Ajnya and Colonel Innes marched on Sivagangai in June 1801. Marudu Pandayars proclaimed the proclamation of independence, which is called Tiruchirappalli Proclamation. And the proclamation of 1801 was an early call to the Indians to unite against the British, cutting across the caste, religion, state. The proclamation was pasted on the walls of Nawab's palace in Tiruchirappalli fort and on the walls of the Srirangam temple. Many Palayakars of Tamil country ran together against the British. English. Chinna Marudu collected nearly 20,000 men to challenge the British army. British reinforcements were rushed from Bengal, Ceylon and Malaya. The Rajas of Pudukottai, Ettayapuram and Tanjavur stood by the British. Divide and rule policy followed by the English split the forces of the Palayakars soon followed. In May 1801, the English attacked the rebels in Tanjavur and Tiruchirappalli. The rebels went to Piranmalai and Kalayarkovil, they were again defeated by the forces of the English. In the end, the superior military strength and able commanders of the English company prevailed. The rebellion failed and the Sivaganga was annexed in 1801. The Marudamas were executed in the fort of Tirupattur near Ramanathapuram on 24th October 1801. Sumathura and Sevataya was captured and beheaded at Panchalangurachi on 16th November 1801. 73 rebels were exiled to Penang in Malaya. Though the Pak clericals felt English, their expertise inspired later generations. This is called the South Indian Rebellion. The suppression of the Palaikars rebellions of 1799 and 1918 and 1801 resulted in the liquidation of all the local chieftains of Tamil Nadu uh, under the terms of Carnatic Treaty of 13th July 1801. The British assumed direct control of Tamil Nadu and the Palayar kingdom came to end with the demolition of all the forts and disbandment of their army. They born as Tirthagiri in 1756. Dhiran was well trained in Silambu, horse riding, and modern warfare. He was involved in resolving family and land disputes in Kongu region. This region was under Mysore Sultan. Tax was collected by Tipu's Diwan Muhammad Ali. Once, when the Diwan was returning to Mysore with the tax money, Tirthagiri blocked his way and confiscated all the tax money. He let the Muhammad Ali go by instructing him to tell his Sultan that Chinnamalai is between Sivamalai and Chennimalai was the one who took away the taxes. Thus he gained the same name Jiran Chinnamalai. The offender Diwan sent a contingent to attack both the forces met and fought at the Noil River bed. Chinnamalai emerged victorious. After Tipu's death, Dhiran Chinnamalai built a fort and fought the British without leaving the place called Oda Nilai. He launched guerrilla attacks and evaded capture. Finally, the British captured him and his brothers and kept him in prison in Sankagiri. Um, when they were asked to accept the rule of the British, they refused, so they were hanged on the top of the Sankagiri fort on 31st July 1805. By reducing all in the Palayakars of South Tamil Nadu into submission, the East India Company had acquired the revenue districts of Salem with Dindigul at the conclusion of the war with Tipu in 1792. Coimbatore was annexed on the end of the Anglo-Mysore War in 1799. In the same year, the Raja of Tanjavur, whose status had been seized that of vassal in 1798, he gave up his sovereign rights over that of region to the English after the suppression of resistance of Kattapam in 1799 and Barudu brothers 1801. The British charged the Nawab of Arcot with disloyalty and forced a treaty on him. According to the Treaty of 1801, the Nawab was to set the territories of North Arcot, South Arcot, Tiruchirappalli, Madurai, and Tirunelveli to the company and transfer all the administrative powers to it. But the resistance did not die down. The dispossessionist kings continued and deliberate on the future course of action against the company government. The outcome was the revolt of 1806. Um, with new experiments in land tenures causing unsettled conditions and famine breaking out in 1805, many Sipais families were in dire economic straits. The most opportune situation came when the sons and family members of Tipu were being interned in Vellore Fort. The trigger for the revolt came in the form of a new military regulation notified by the Commander-in-Chief Sir John Craddock. According to the new regulations, Indian soldiers were asked not to wear caste marks or earrings when in uniform. They were to be cleanly shaven on the chin and maintain uniformly about how their moustache looked. The new turban added fuel to fire. The most objectionable addition was the leather cockade made of animal skin. The Sipais gave enough forewarning by refusing to wear the new turban, yet the company administration did not take heed. On 10th July 1806, in the early hours, guns were moving and the Indian Sipais of 1st and 23rd Regiments raised the standard of revolt. Colonel Fancourt, who commanded the garrison, was the first victim. Colonel McCarros of the 23rd Regiment was killed. Next, Major Armstrong was passing the fort, heard the sound of firing. When he stopped inquiry, he was showered with bullets. About a dozen other officers were killed within an hour or so. Among them, Lieutenant Yelly and Lieutenant Popham belonged to His Majesty's battalion. Major Coates, who was outside the fort, informed Colonel Gillespie, the cavalry commandant in Arkham. Gillespie reached the fort along with the squadron of cavalry under the command of Captain Young at 9 a.m. In the meantime, the rebels were claimed the fighters to be the eldest son to be their Sultan. The uprising was swiftly crushed by Colonel Gillespie, who threw to winds all all the war ethics. 800 soldiers were found dead in the fort alone. 600 soldiers were kept in confinement in Tiruchirappalli and Vellore awaiting inquiry. Six of the rebels were convicted by the court of inquiry, were blown from the guns. Five from shot dead, eight hanged. Distributions was ordered to be sent to Calcutta. The officers and men engaged in the suppression of the revolt were rewarded with prize money. Colonel Gillespie was given 7,000 pagodas. Commander-in-Chief Sir John Craddock, the Adjutant General Abney, and Governor William Bentinck were held responsible for the revolt and removed from the office and recalled to England. The military regulations were treated as withdrawal. The Vellore revolt failed. Uh, the organizing revolt was done perfectly by Subedar Sheikh Adam and Sheikh Hamid and Jamaica Sheikh Hussain of the 2nd Battalion of 23rd Regiment and two Subedars and the Jamaicar Sheikh Qasim of the 1st Battalion of the 1st Regiment. Vellore revolt had all the bodings of the Great Rebellion of 1857. The 1806 revolt was not confined to Vellore Court. It had its echoes in Bellary, Walajabad, Hyderabad, Bengaluru, Nandidurg and Sankari Durg.